Homer drops his donut dough. See, why I didn't play that in the movie? I thought that would have been really cool.
I need to think.
I told you what to think.
Another day, another musical biopic, this time around for the legendary singer Michael Jackson. Before I say anything about this movie, keep in mind that I'm not the biggest Michael Jackson fan out there. Now, that's not to say that I hate him. I'm more of a casual Michael Jackson enjoyer, where I enjoy most of his music, but I wouldn't call myself a huge Michael Jackson head. Now let me actually talk about this movie, because I have some shit to say. We have another instance with critics being very harsh towards a movie. I kind of agree with some of the stuff that they say. Now, I do think that there is some stuff that they are saying that I think is a little bit insane. Let's go through the positives first. I think the performances in this movie are absolutely incredible. Probably the highlight of the entire movie, if you ask me. I mean, Jafar Jackson as Michael Jackson, I think he did a really good job portraying Michael Jackson. And I'm gonna go even further by saying that I think Colman Domingo is fucking brilliant in this movie as Joe Jackson, Michael's father. There are a couple of scenes with his character that really had me at the edge of my seat. Like, he really brought kind of a scary presence. Some of the times that he was on screen, I was like, shit, what's about to happen? This movie mainly focuses on the early days of Michael Jackson's career, mainly when he was starting with the Jackson 5, and then when he became a little more popular by himself. And the whole point of the movie is Michael trying to get away from his dad and trying to go into his full solo career. That's like the whole point of this movie. You have to keep in mind that this is supposed to be a two-parter, so in the second part there's a lot of other things that they'll probably go into with Michael Jackson. Lighting and cinematography are also very good, but obviously they were gonna go all the way on this, it being a biopic on one of the biggest music stars of all time. I think it's cool seeing them recreate some of these iconic Michael Jackson moments on screen. I think that's where a lot of the positives for me kind of stop. The biggest problem that this movie has for me, as somebody that, again, is not a huge Michael Jackson fan, as somebody that kind of came into this wanting to learn a little bit more about Michael Jackson, and not just about his biggest highlights of his career, but really learn about Michael as a person. I don't think this movie really delivered that well. I think when it goes through the era of him, like as a kid, being part of the Jackson 5 when he was very young still, I think the movie does a good job there for most part. After that, when Michael grows up and he's really trying to get away from his father, I think that's where the movie really starts to kind of falter for me a little bit. It's where things start to get a little less interesting. It's because they're not really trying hard to make Michael that much of an interesting person. This movie feels very safe and sanitized, because every time they want to go deeper into Michael's personality or into Michael's history, whether it be his career or his personal relationship with his family, they immediately go a little bit into it and then they get the fuck out of there immediately, because they don't want people to get depressed while watching a Michael Jackson movie, which I get it to a certain extent, but that makes the movie suffer because you're not allowing us to really get to meet Michael. Like his brothers, the Jackson 5, like barely even feel like characters in this movie. No, they're not even characters. They feel like background characters for the most part in this movie. Like every time they came up on screen, I was like, oh shit, I forgot that you even existed. And I think this movie was kind of produced by his brothers too. So it's weird how this movie was produced by the other Jackson 5 members, but they really do nothing in this movie. It's very weird. I don't get it. Also, Janet Jackson isn't even in this movie, or at least they don't really mention her at all. It's almost like she never existed whatsoever in this universe. It's weird the way they kind of went about this. And instead of the movie going deep into Michael's story, the movie decides to focus on a lot of other dumb shit. Why does this movie like to push Bubbles so much? Like, I get that Bubbles was kind of important in Michael's story, but at the same time, it's like, do we really need much Bubbles here? Not only that, but the effect looks fucking horrendous. It's a CGI chimp, and these are not Planet of the Apes effects. It's very hard for me because I do not hate this movie. I don't even think it's a bad movie. My problem is, I want to come out of it feeling like I learned something, feeling like I learned who Michael Jackson was, and I just didn't get that from the movie. And this is my problem with a lot of other biopics, is that when I watch them, I'm hoping to learn something from the person that I'm watching, but it never happens. Again, there are some good biopics out there that really show you a lot of how these people became who they are. Unfortunately, this movie just kind of falls into the category of a very safe and very sanitized biopic. Like, you can definitely see how the Michael Jackson estate had all their hands on this movie, really checking, do this, talk about this, don't talk about that, don't talk about that person, don't even fucking dare say anything about this, and just kinda sugarcoat everything. I don't like it when biopics do that. But I did enjoy the performances, and I did enjoy some of these recreations of concerts and big Michael Jackson moments. I think those are worth the price alone, if I'm being completely honest. And if you're a big Michael Jackson fan, I think you're gonna absolutely fucking love this movie, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, I think this is kind of the similar thing for me with the Mario Galaxy movie. That movie was also fucking destroyed by critics. Fucking, I loved it. But that's because I'm a big Nintendo and Super Mario fan. That movie was practically made for me. I think this is gonna do the same thing for Michael Jackson fans. So, my final rating for Michael is going to be a 5 out of 10. Like I said, Michael Jackson fans are absolutely gonna love this, but if you're not a fan of Michael Jackson or not a huge Michael Jackson head like myself, who is just a casual Michael Jackson enjoyer, then I think you're gonna probably come out of this wishing more from it. But thank you so much for watching. What do you think of Michael? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or just kind of in the middle? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think about it. And like always, good night and stay safe.